Fear whispers, purpose roars. Fear paralyzes, purpose propels. We all face fear, it's a part of life. But God doesn't want us to be ruled by fear, He wants us to live with purpose. The Bible is full of stories about people who were afraid but found their purpose. David, a shepherd boy, faced a giant. Gideon, a timid man, became a mighty warrior. Moses, a reluctant leader, freed a nation. And Esther, a young woman, saved her people. Their stories encourage us. We too can overcome fear and find our purpose. David was the youngest son. He took care of sheep. He knew what it meant to be brave. He protected his sheep from lions and bears. But when he faced Goliath, he felt fear. Goliath was a giant. He terrified everyone. David could have run away, but he remembered God's faithfulness. He knew God was with him. So David faced Goliath with a sling and a stone. He won. David's courage wasn't the absence of fear. It was trusting God even when he was afraid. Gideon was afraid. He was hiding from enemies when God called him. God chose Gideon to lead Israel. Gideon doubted himself. "I am weak," he said. "My family is the least important." But God saw Gideon's potential. He promised to be with Gideon. Gideon found courage. He led a small army to victory. God used Gideon to free the Israelites. Gideon learned that God can use anyone. He uses those who are willing to trust Him. Moses was afraid to speak. God called him to lead the Israelites out of Egypt. Moses stuttered. He doubted himself. But God was patient. He gave Moses the strength to lead. Esther was a young woman living in a foreign land. When her people were in danger, she had to make a choice. She could remain silent, or she could risk her life to save them. Esther chose courage. She spoke to the king, and she rescued her people. These stories teach us a powerful lesson. God uses ordinary people to do extraordinary things. He equips us to overcome our fears and fulfill our purpose.